Good evening, everyone, and how are you doing on this fine? No, what's the September 29th? We know you know we got the countdown going, but we'd like to welcome everybody to Balk Night Pixel Line featuring the Fellows Podcast. This is the official podcast of whatever we want to talk about. That's what it is. But mostly we talk about sports. But we do cover social issues too. We just want to thank everybody for tuning in. As you can see, it's only two of us today. The one is on a cruise for a week, and the other one is taking care of some home situations. So it's just gonna be us tonight, and we got a lot of information to cover because we got two exciting days of sports to cover. But before we get into it and deep dive about that Florida State loss and that Carolina win, let's throw it over to the co-host. What's up, man?
What's up, man? How's everything going? Yes, once again, my Seminoles went down. I mean, it terrible, terrible, terrible. I don't, it's a lot of problems down there that we need to get fixed. Hopefully, Coach Novell and his staff can fix it, but right now, things are not looking good for us. It is like I tell people, only thing we can do now is play spoiler, maybe if we can get our team together to mess up somebody else's season, but there's no, the only thing we can do is save face and play spoiler. We're gonna play the bad guy. We're gonna play the bad guy. That's it. That's the only thing we got left out. Let's go be the bad guys. And ain't nothing wrong with being a bad guy, you know. Bad guys, what they say, nice guys finish last. Sometimes bad guys finish first. So let's go be the bad guys and finish first out of the bad guys.
Well, with that being said, I guess you might need to go down there and give them a motivational speech and let them know that hey, y'all need to play the role of spoiler, and we need to
Yeah.
go up here and just kill everybody's chance of making the playoff. Y'all got a
It,
lot of ACC games left. Y'all need to go ahead and just beat up everybody y'all can,
I
and
mean,
hope for.
not it ain't about beating them up, but just pull out some upsets, pull out some upsets and some victories. Play play spoiler because right now I'm on a lot of Florida State pages and stuff like that. And a lot of folks are it's high to fire Novell. You can't. Okay, right now the buyout is real high. He just signed a new extension, so the buyout is super crazy. So unless any of y'all just laying on some millions of dollars that you would like to donate to FSU, that's not an option right now. Unless because hell, you got to look at it. They just I don't know if they got anything left on that. They just paid Willie Taggart's buyout. A few years ago, they paid to buy out Willie Taggart. So you can't be buying out coaches back to back because then, like they say, and like I was commenting with a lot of FSU fans today, if you buy them out now, that's gonna set us back another 2 to 3 years because you're gonna lose recruits, you're gonna lose players who came there to play for Norvell, who came there because of Norvell and his staff. So basically, to get rid of him this year would be basically resetting the program 2 to 3 years, if not longer. So let's just ride it out. It's a terrible season. It's a bad season. You know, one thing it is one person happy with Florida State going down, and that is my neighborhood liquor store because I buy a whole lot of drinks and liquor before they play that I'm gonna need it. So my man up the street at the if you over here in Danielsville, Georgia, everybody swing by the roundabout liquor store, you know,
It's at the
he got a
roundabout.
it's at the roundabout. He got a big variety, big stairs, good prices, good decent prices, look, if you save your gas money, he getting your gas money. You know what I'm saying? So if you ride for me, if I ride all the way to Athens, come back, I basically done played the same thing, because I'm gonna have to pay for the gas anyway. So he get my little gas money, little extra few ends. But like I said, he's real happy because I get bottles. And by the end of most of our games this season, I finished a bottle. So he happy. At least somebody's happy in this season.
Well, listen, you done talk about upsets. So let's start with yesterday and the upset that was heard around the world. Kentucky beat Ole Miss 20-17 at Ole Miss.
That to me, and being where I'm from, to me that was a bigger upset than Georgia losing to Alabama because Georgia Alabama to me was a push. I thought Georgia could have pulled it out, but that shows me, and I called you yesterday.
Yep.
Kentucky is better than what people thought. That also tells me South Carolina is better than what people thought because South Carolina dominated Kentucky. Kentucky took Georgia to the wire. Kentucky upset Ole Miss. And if it wasn't for what I feel was some bad calls, South Carolina would have beat LSU. So
Yep.
South Carolina is a better team than people are expecting. My hat's off to Shane Beamer. You know, he got those guys rocking and rolling, and they look, like I said, if it wasn't for some bad officiating, right now, South Carolina, going by the SEC standards, I mean, they would be right, you know, if they had the LSU win on their resume. Right now, South Carolina might be a dark horse for to get one of them 12 spots because everybody's saying, oh, it's a lot of SEC teams gonna get in there, blase blase. So you got to look at Ole Miss. This is a bad loss for Ole Miss because now Ole Miss is kind of, if you look at it, they're kind of even with South Carolina because a team that you lost to, South Carolina dominated.
And
So
we got Ole Miss next week.
and oh, if they can go in there and beat them, do they come to
No, they come to
Columbia or
us.
oh they come to Columbia? Okay, all
Yep.
right,
They come to
that
Columbia
is a
Saturday,
game. What is the kickoff on that?
3:30.
3:30. Okay. Okay. To me, that I am gonna view in. I mean, we play the Tigers. Florida State plays Clemson. But it, the way we playing, it just don't worry about it. Hats off to the Tigers. Hats off to the Tigers ahead of time. But I ain't giving up on my team. I'm just giving up on this season. I'm still gonna be a Florida
Okay.
State fan. But I mean, this season here, like I said, we can go out and play spoiler. We can go out and play spoiler. But we gonna have to play hard. And they did make a quarterback change late in the game in the fourth quarter. I don't know. The game was kind of out of hand
Out of
at that
hand.
time. Yeah, so I don't know if I don't know if Norvell made the quarterback change because he was tired of Ungole, or did he just make the change because, well, the game out of hand and Onita leaving Ungole out there to get hurt. So that's, that's still a toss up. That's still up in the air.
Now, um, we talked about this game last week, and you hit on it just a few minutes ago. Georgia Alabama game. We got to talk about it. Georgia going into the fourth quarter, Georgia was down 33-15. 33-15. They scored 19 points in the fourth quarter to lose by 7 to Alabama. Georgia, with the one loss, still retained the number 2 spot in the current FBS standings. Do you think they should have swapped? Georgia dropped to 4 and Alabama went to 2, or do you think they got it right by leaving a one-loss team at the number 2 spot ahead of some undefeated teams?
I think Georgia. I don't think. I think Alabama should have just went to three. Texas didn't lose. You know, I am a strong opponent, component, or argue to that. I don't care who you beat. I don't care how you beat them. You know, I was number one last week. They, like I said, to me, Georgia should have still been number one. You get people best when you that rank that high, but people have to write something. People have to talk about something. But since they did it, I don't think Texas. Some people I was looking at some things today talking about Alabama. The AP got Alabama number one, Texas number two,
Yes, I'm
Ohio.
looking at that.
Yeah, okay. I don't think Alabama should have jumped Texas because Texas was one, Georgia was two. Okay,
I'm
because
sharing.
going by going by their standing and their logic and everything like that, Ohio State did not move. Okay, Ohio State won. How did it wasn't it was a close game, it wasn't no blowout. Alabama really in that second, it was mainly in that fourth quarter, they let Georgia get back in and take the lead. You know, so to me, Texas should have stayed at one. Ohio State should have moved up to two. Alabama should have fell in at three. Tennessee could have been four, like they are, and Georgia, you know, kind of at five, or maybe Georgia should have fell, you know, to six, and Miami was at five. You know, because those are undefeated teams. But to me, that's the SEC bias. The SEC, to me, the SEC is a top-heavy conference
It is.
because you know that's the thing about it is they're great at the top. Don't get me wrong, they're great at the top. You know, just like Big Ten is a top-heavy conference with Ohio State. Well, really, it's just Ohio State this year. Michigan lost, but Michigan lost to Texas, and I don't take nothing from anybody that loses to Texas because to me, Texas is looking like that team. You know,
Yes, yes. They are playing with a chip on their shoulder from last season.
I don't think they playing with a chip on their shoulder. I just think they playing Texas football. Sarkeesian has built them back to Texas football. That's what Texas
Now,
was.
who was the start quarterback for Texas last week? This week,
Um, I
was it
want to
Manning or
say
was it Akers?
I think Manning. No, I don't think you was back yet. I think Manning started that game. I was kind of running around yesterday. I didn't really
Let me
start
look. I
watching
can look
games.
real quick.
I didn't really start watching games until the nighttime because I was running, doing some stuff and handling that. But I did get in and check out the thing. But I mean, they claimed Texas, you know, was kind of a close game and everything like that. But I mean, they still won. I
Yeah,
mean, the thing about it is, and I know the history of college football. I love college football and everything like that. But everybody, and I hear these other podcasts, and I hear these other so-called experts speaking on it. Everybody, oh man, this playoffs takes away because the regular season used to meant something. It still meant something. You still got to win. Yeah, you can have a loss. Oh, how is it that you want kids to be perfect, but you don't want the grown-ups that are getting paid to be perfect? But y'all want
yes,
kids to be perfect. Y'all want guys that after this, a lot of these guys after this is their last ride of playing, you know, football. Some of them may go to, you know, Arena or Canada and everything, but most of them after this, after they 4 years or 5 years in college, unless you like the dude from Miami, they 9 years in college. Um,
Bo Nix. Bo Nix. Don't forget about Bo Nix.
Yeah, but no, this dude, they showed that with that Miami game, he done been there for 9 years. He done been playing college football, but he got kept getting hurt. He kept getting hurt. He kept getting hurt. He done been at college in college football for 9 years. He should be a doctor in school. But you want kids, you want kids to be perfect. But you, like I said, you ain't mad when you got NFL teams or your favorite NFL team lose a game and the world ain't over. And and everything. But that's especially in the South because we were limited on pro teams in the South coming up. So a lot of us laid on our college teams. So we want our
Right.
college team to be perfect. We want, but then they talking about, oh, that takes away, with our 12 teams getting in, it takes away from that each week matter. Each week still matters. Each week, go back and ask Florida State, do each week matter? You know, go back and ask other schools that have lost, do each, go back. Matter of fact, Georgia is a prime example. Them kids still got something to play for. Back in the day, under the old format, with them losing like they lost, it pretty much was over. It pretty much was over, you know. But now these kids still got something to go play for the ones who ain't knowing they ain't gonna make it to the NFL. Now your cats, your guys that are NFL guys and they grading out as NFL talent, they got something to play for because they trying to make it to the NFL. But what about the guys that don't? You know what I'm saying? And they know, hey, this is my last shot at, organized football, everything like that. But now, even though you done lost, it's at Georgia, you still got something to play for because it's a 12 team playoff now. But it's greed, corruption, and everything. Like I tell people, the most corrupt thing in the world, I love it, and that's college football back in the day. And it's
Yeah,
still corrupt to a certain
it
extent,
still
but back in the
is.
day,
And they called
set
themselves trying to clean it up, and they didn't.
yeah, but back in the day, college football was super corrupt because you had the powers that be. It wasn't decided on the field; it was decided, back in the
In the
day,
back.
it was decided with sports reporters because
Uh-huh.
you back in the day before they came out with the 14 playoff or the BCS where they considered the two best teams play each other. It
Uh-huh.
was it was decided by sports writers,
Yep. And
and
half of them ain't never played a sport in their life.
but then it ain't even had to do with that. It is easy to corrupt when you got people deciding instead of your play decide. You know, because I can easily go to a sports writer, hey, look at me, hey, and I guarantee you it happened. It happened back in the day. Somebody got a envelope full of money, a briefcase full of money to
Still,
vote
they still,
this
bro,
way,
it's
this
still going
fade.
on.
I mean, yeah, to a certain extent, yeah, it probably is. But I'm just saying, it's the most corrupt thing. But I love it. Me and my wife have arguments because she know on Saturday, unless it's a family emergency or something like that, she know on Saturday don't bother me, and it ain't got to be Florida State. I will sit there. I get up watching college. If we ain't got nothing we got to do, or she ain't put her name on the books, she got to get in my schedule. She'll ask me or what time Florida State play or who play this week. She will ask me, but she know that's how I am. She will ask me, and then I'd be like, "Why? What's up? What you got? Oh, we might need to go do this. We got to okay." But and then we compromise. Oh, I need to be back by this time. I need to do this by that time. So it's to me it's the most corrupt thing, but I love it. I love it. I wouldn't trade it. I love when the season starts, and I'm sad when the season ends.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cause think about it, we got once the season ends, we got that little buffer time before the NBA be really kicking in, and it seems like it's just boring. you know.
I mean, I really don't really. I watch the NBA. To me, the NBA starts in November, but I don't watch it till after Christmas. That's when I really
Yeah.
start paying attention to the NBA after Christmas and stuff like that. Um, but Yeah, yeah, yeah. That is the world we live in, the world I love, the world of college football. You know, and but speaking more on the pro game today, the how about them the Steelers? The Steelers to me was the game of the day. They fought back, they fought hard, they lost it in the end, but they fought back. They wouldn't give up, and I am liking what I see out of Justin Fields. Russell, I like Russell
Now,
Wilson, but
now, did you watch that game?
yes, I did watch.
Okay, so at the end of the first half, he was scrambling, and he scrambled out of the pocket and started up the field. He threw the ball past the line of scrimmage, and they didn't catch it. But
Is
him
that
being, and this is where you talk about a QB IQ. He knew that he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it. So he ran the guys on the line of scrimmage and hiked the ball. Because once they hiked the ball, that previous play is gone.
It's dead. It's dead
It's
now.
dead.
That is
It's
that
dead.
that is called smart
It,
football. That is called.
that
That's
that is
why
that's
anytime it's a suspect play, snap the ball. But you got guys. They not, and I commend him for doing that because hey, he knew he had done messed up, but they didn't catch it.
they
So
didn't catch
let's
it.
go.
It was
Let's
close.
move on. Yeah. Hey, but let's go ahead on. Anything close, don't leave it up to the officials. Go ahead on, snap the ball. Y'all didn't catch it just then. Let's snap the ball. Let's get this play going. I'm out of here. If you can't go back on that. You didn't catch it. The,
Mhm.
the other team, in under 2 minutes, the other team can't challenge. So it's all up to the fish in the replay booth. But if y'all didn't catch it, I ain't gonna wait. I'm not gonna wait around and run my 35-second clock out to give y'all booth man time to look at it, and then he signal down, hold up, go on, snap the ball, get it done, get on up out of here, because
Yeah,
y'all
because I
didn't
would have
catch
took
it to
away that
start
first
with.
down.
Yeah, but y'all didn't catch it to start with. So why now should I help y'all out? That's y'all job, you
Yep.
know.
Yep.
But my thing about it is, and I mean, he looked better, and everything like that. And but my thing about it is, just like and the prime example of it, and what I'm getting at is Georgia claimed Justin Fields couldn't do this, couldn't do that. That's why he never started for them. Or when they put him in, they just ran him because they swore him down. Oh, he couldn't do this, he couldn't do that. All right, Chicago basically kind of said the same thing. Oh, he's sorry, he can't do this, he can't do that. Is it he's sorry,
Or
or
y'all offensive playmaking is sorry.
thank you, or if y'all just a sorry organization? And I'm not saying Georgia was sorry. What it is, I knew what was going on with Georgia. That's another discussion for another time. But I just use
That
that
goes
as
back
a
to the conspiracy.
no, ain't really no conspiracy. There ain't no
Yeah, it was.
conspiracy. Nah,
Yeah, it
it
was.
just huh?
Yeah, it was. They wanted to stay within they roots.
No,
Georgia.
they had a kid that they believed in and from, and but what I told people about Jake Fromm, look at the talent around Jake Fromm. Jake Fromm was, and nobody wanted him because he was a Georgia kid. He was from South Georgia. They he came in, but Jake Fromm was what I called a true, and to quote Cam Newton, game manager. He was not a winner, even though he won a lot of games. He was not a winner. He was a game manager. Jake Fromm, as the talent around him got less, and they asked him to do more, he couldn't. Because if he was such a great quarterback, you got to remember, Jake Fromm had a year left when he left Georgia. He could have came back, but Kirby told him. Rumors, I wasn't in the office, but rumors and word I heard being over here, Kirby told him, no, go ahead on to the NFL. If you trusted in this kid and loved this kid so, and you thought he was the guy to lead your program, why would you push him out the door when he can come back for his senior year? Kirby knew he was just a game
It's
manager, and once the talent around him got bad, or not bad, because Georgia don't have bad talent,
yeah,
the talent level around him went down to where he had to do more. Kirby knew he couldn't do no more.
yeah, he knew he couldn't do that.
Yeah.
So let's fast forward and let's look at the next week college schedule. Now I'm looking at the 12 o'clock game, and there's only one game that really caught my eye, and that's the Missouri versus Texas A&M game. Currently, the line is Texas A&M -1. Um,
What?
um,
You blank.
Texas
You drew a
is,
blank.
uh, yeah, I drew a blank. Texas is a point and a half favorite. Well, Texas A&M is. Do you think Texas A&M at 25 got what it takes to upset Missouri at number 9? And if it happens, how
Where the
far do you
game at?
think
Where the game at?
the game is at Texas A&M?
That's a hostile place to play with the 12 man. Missouri got to limit their mistakes, and they can't come in there thinking, don't look at the number in front of your name, look at the number behind your name. Because the number behind your name is the score. If you look
Uh-huh.
at the number in front of your name and you think, oh, we number 9, they number 20, shit, 21, 25, 27, we got these shit. That's when you gonna lose because that's when you gonna get upset because you're going into a hostile environment. The 12th man is a hostile environment, but do not sit there and look at the number in front of your name. You need to
Uh-huh.
pay more attention to the number behind your name because guess what? In the beginning, both of y'all gonna have a 0 behind your name.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
Now let's go forward to the 3:30 game. We talked about that. Ole Miss is coming into the friendly confines of South Carolina. Right now, they got Ole Miss as a 9 points favorite. They're giving Carolina 9. Do you think that 9 is going to stand up, or do you think
Uh,
Carolina is going to be on the upset looking?
Carolina's gonna be upset minded because Carolina feel they got robbed against LSU. Carolina, and they don't, and then this is a SEC game, so Carolina wants to have that mentality that we can't lose another SEC game. Now, and William Bryce is a tough place to play. Uh, One thing I can say because for 50 years I've seen it, watched it. Their fans are dedicated. They coming. They will come. They will come. They will cheer. As long as you doing something to keep them in the stands, if the game is anyway close, they not going nowhere. They not going nowhere. Now, if you getting blowout, they're gonna head on back to the car to go get them some drinks and everything like that, and get them something to eat and hit the clubs and the bars in Columbia, But if that game is close, Carolina fans are not going nowhere. They're gonna be there swinging their towels, making a noise, making a ruckus. So if now Ole Miss gonna be hungry because Ole Miss this week they're gonna hear all the shit that y'all overrated, y'all ain't shit, y'all lost to goddamn you know a bad team, Kentucky, but Kentucky is not a bad team. Kentucky just falling short, which in that game they didn't fall short. You
No,
know,
they
they fell
didn't.
short. They fell short against Georgia. And Brock Vandagriff, I need to make a hell. That's what I'm sitting here looking at. Vandagriff and the way he played, and the thing that went through my head yesterday and this morning was fuck. Why we didn't go after him? All we went after was Cam Ward. And when Cam Ward chose to go to Miami, we just jumped to Ungale, and that was it. But if we had a cat like Brock Vandagriff that is hungry, he wants to put film out there because he wants to make it to the NFL.
Yes.
He is hard nosed. He is, and I mean, but that goes to show you what. And I'm just going on what I see and what happened. What kind of talent is at Georgia to where this guy couldn't get a shot? To where he sit there for 3 years at Georgia on the bench, but the way he's playing for Kentucky, the way he's putting it all on the line and balling, wow! I'm like, wow. That means Georgia has talent on top of talent because this guy couldn't even scratch the field.
Yep. He was running
You
the
know?
off. He was running the opposition plays on the scout team.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Now,
So,
go ahead.
but I mean, it was just mind blowing to where I'm like, wow, this. And I'm more mad with my own coach because like, why the fuck we didn't go after him? You know, instead of Ongole. You know, you know, did we even call him? Or did I mean he could have just wanted to stay in the SEC. I don't know. I don't know, Brock's decision making or his opportunities, or he just wanted to stay in the SEC, you know. But would have loved to have him down in Tallahassee if that was the case. If he was interested in coming, blame whoever for not telling him, because we could have left Ungale out there in Oregon,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, let's talk NFL next week. Y'all kick it off. Tampa Bay kick it off next week on a Thursday night against Atlanta.
That's right. Going up
Um,
against the Dirty Birds.
the Dirty Birds are playing some ball this year. They are
Yeah,
playing.
Dirty Bird. They just beat. Didn't they beat the
They,
Saints? Didn't they beat the Saints today?
I don't know. I know they was up. Let me
Oh,
see.
oh, oh,
Oh,
oh!
oh,
You don't. You,
26-24.
oh, 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 oh. I know you because didn't the Saints bust Dallas in the mouth?
Well, we ain't worried about
Well,
that because we gonna bounce back from that. We
but
don't
no,
bounce
I'm
back
just
from that.
saying. I'm just saying. The reason I'm bringing that up is that you know that anytime
Now
you can lose in the
make
NFL.
sure you talk facts and not feelings.
No, I ain't talking. I'm talking facts. You lost. You lost, and you
Facts, we
lost.
lost.
And
We
no,
lost.
the facts
We
is
didn't show up.
You lost bad. Oh no, you showed up.
No, we didn't. No, we didn't.
Yeah, no. Stop saying that. Now, see, that's feeling.
We didn't
That's
show up.
feeling. No, you show up because it wasn't no clones, and we saw y'all faces on the sideline. That was CeeDee Lamb. That was Dak Prescott. That was Michael Parsons. Y'all
That
were
was
there.
makeup. That was
No,
makeup.
there ain't been no makeup. Don't make no excuses. I hate that.
Yes.
Cause look here,
They had the
we showed.
stomach bug.
Florida
They
State
had
showed up. Florida State showed up every game we lost this year. Them the same dudes. They showed up. They got their ass handed to them. Same thing with Dallas. Okay, last week, that's my Bucks. At the same time, Bay Buccaneers, we showed up, and Denver said, "Hell, take this ass cut."
Did they?
We showed up. We showed up. Shit, we showed up, but we didn't do nothing. When we showed up, we just came. We just there. We here. We here. Hell, come on, Skyrock. It's just like got that prime example. Uh, out there, I showed up to school a bunch of days. Hell, I went to sleep in class. so hell, I showed up. I just didn't do shit when I got there. And that's what happened to my Bucks last week, and now what happened to your Cowboy. We showed up, so don't. That's a cop out. Don't come out with that cop out talking about, oh, we ain't showed up. Oh, you showed up because you got off the bus, you got on the plane. When the plane landed, you got off the plane, you got on another bus, and you went to the stadium. So you showed up. You just didn't do shit when you got there.
Yeah. Now, let's talk about the 12 o'clock game. The Battle of the Settle Dwellers. We got Carolina Panthers versus the Chicago Bears. Who you think? First of all, we know that game is not going to be a sellout. We know that.
Mm-hmm.
It might say that number wise that it's a sellout, but it's gonna be a bunch of empty seats in the stadium. Because right now, if you go to game time, you can buy tickets to the Carolina game by $15-$20 right now. They can't sell it. They can't give away. They got family 6-packs they're giving away now. So you know,
Hey.
it is.
Well,
It is what it
that
is.
I mean, and before I get into that's just the way the world works. That's the way the world. People do not want to spend the hard-earned money and go look at unless you are a just straight up fan of either Chicago or Carolina. But if you are just a casual fan that okay, I want to go see what the buzz about, ain't no buzz. Ain't no buzz. And where that game at in Carolina?
It's in Carolina.
Ain't no buzz. Ain't no buzz. So the only thing the NFL can hope is a lot of Chicago Bear fans come to see their Bears because you're not gonna get the average fan to come to that because it ain't no buzz. They're not winning. They look horrible. They look both of them, both teams you know but both teams are in a rebuild. But I blame Carolina. Carolina laid in the bed that they made up because for one, Bryce Young, and I'm not taking nothing from Bryce Young, but Bryce Young is not fast. If you're gonna be short like that, you need to have Kyler Murray speed. That's how Kyler Murray is able to last in the NFL because Kyler Murray is fast. Bryce Young, you are not fast. You know, you need Bryce Young needs a great offensive line. Bryce Young needs time because he's not that fast to keep a play alive, to scramble around. So Carolina didn't do their homework. You fell in love with the name of the school he came from. But one thing about it is name an Alabama quarterback under Nick Saban that's been good in the pros.
Mm, it's hard.
It ain't hard. They don't exist.
It's hard.
It ain't
Um,
hard. They don't exist. It ain't
when
hard.
was the last quarterback from Alabama to actually do something in the NFL? Who was the last one?
Joe Name.
Literally, let's look at it. Who was
I
the
am.
last one?
I'm telling you, Joe Name. Joe Name. You know.
Man, bruh, I'm looking at these ticket prices because you remember last week we was talking about going to UNLV homecoming, right?
Hmm.
And let me go back. Hold on one second. I'm going to share the screen. Let you see this, man. This is crazy. Um, we live in a world where ticket prices go up and down, up and down. They fluctuate a lot. All
Yeah.
right. So look at you see the schedule right here, right?
Hmm.
You see, This game, UNLV at Utah, tickets are $16. UNLV at Oregon State, $13. UNLV at Hawaii, tickets are $11, starting at $11. But then we get here to when they playing at UNLV, they jump to 30 something dollars. Is that because of the venue or because of the city they playing in?
It's a mixture of both. It's the venue and the city, and that's a homecoming game, so they feel that's gonna be it's gonna
Well,
bring extra.
I was thinking because of homecoming, that's why it was 39. But
It's a
Syracuse versus
mixture of all.
UNLV, Syracuse ain't doing nothing, and they tickets are $35.
Yeah, but Skyrocket, that's great price. But see, that's right now. That's right now. Skyrocket. I looked on Game Time after the Raiders game kicked off today. Tickets was $100.
The Raiders and Kansas City.
No, who the Raiders played today? They didn't play Kansas City today.
But I'm talking about the Raiders and Kansas City. How much is that ticket?
Right now, it's $300 something dollars for the nosebleeds. But that's the thing about it, Skyrocket. That's these aftermarket thing. But it's like with Game Time, they tell you buy your ticket right before kickoff. With that
Yeah, they
Game
do.
Time, yeah, because they just want at this point now. If you want to get it now and got it locked in, they gonna knock you in the head. But if you want to goddamn wait till the last minute and then now you may not be able to get a group that gonna sit together or nothing like that. So they just want to get rid of the tickets because they trying to because these aftermarket the secondary market done bought up all these tickets. So that's what technically the games are sold out. Technically the NFL games are sold out because you got all these secondary markets, they come in and buy these tickets. They come and buy these tickets up and then they resell them. But they sell it to you at face value. But how they make their money is
The fees.
processing fees. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
processing fees. It's not that, and all it is legalized scalping. Because how is it that a man can buy a ticket and it's against the law for him to say, okay, I want $50 for this ticket I only paid 20 for, but a corporation can buy up tickets and stick what they call processing fees on it, and that's totally legal. It's the same fucking
Okay.
thing.
Well, let me ask you this. How's you want to talk about that? Let's talk about the big thing we have in South Carolina. Bingo. Bingo ain't nothing but gambling. But we can't
Yeah,
have a casino in South Carolina. It's the
because
same
what
thing.
but no, what bingo, if you go back and look at how the loophole for bingo was, it's charity. You having it because you raising money. Most because you remember where did most bingo before these bingo halls started popping up, and I guarantee
At
you
the
they still,
church.
yeah, church. Oh, we raising money. That's why we doing this here. It was a charity. And I guarantee you, these Bango hoes that fit in under that. I ain't read up on the Bango rules in a long time, but I read it back in the day. Most of the money, well, not most of it, but a certain amount of the money they raised for bingo, they donated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that what keep
So
them in the good graces of
the state,
the state
and
and the
that
powers
it's
that
not,
be.
it's not gambling because they raising money. You know, they raising money for charity. It's a charitable event. They fall under the umbrella of a nonprofit charity. So that's what it is. And then they claim the money that they raise or the money that they don't donate to charity is the expenses for operating the bingo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
It's
that's
I
what.
it's I see it. I'm gonna call a spade a spade. If you do
Yeah.
one, you might as well open up the other one. Cause think about this, and I just found this out last weekend. Cause I went to Gastonia. Gastonia is in North Carolina, but the
Mm-hmm.
casino is in North Carolina, but it is ran by it was ran by South Carolinians. Nikki Haley and James Clyburn put that out. They put that the casino. They backed that casino being over there, and a lot of the North Carolina Indians are offended
Native
that they
Americans. They're not
well
Indians. They're Native Americans.
Native Americans. Well, how we was called, what we was named in school. They was called Indians in school.
Well, we was wrong. We was named wrong. Just
They
like
didn't never rewrite the books.
yeah, just like okay, in school they also told us Christopher Columbus discovered America. How the fuck you gonna discover something that somebody already had?
Hey, 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 and then they said that the world was flat instead of round, and he went out to find out. And they don't tell you in the books too. They don't tell you according to I don't say it like James Evans said. They didn't tell you a spook was on the Mayflower,
But
and
here you
he
go
was a
right here.
navigator.
They ain't never told you that Chris Columbus never set foot actually in America. What is now considered America. He was in the Caribbean. He was down in the islands. He ain't never set foot on actual what is now considered America.
He found some Bahama mamas down there, and he
Thank you.
couldn't let them go.
He
He
was
couldn't
down
let
there in
them
the
go.
islands. Shit.
Uh-huh.
But that's
that's
neither here nor
yeah,
there.
yeah, that's neither here nor there. And then so let me ask you this. Let's see, this might as well say October. Next month, November, we got a big event going on nationally. It's the election. This Tuesday, they have the first vice president debate. Are you going to watch it? And what are you planning to take out of the? You going to watch it? And what are you planning to hear in the debate?
I'm gonna watch it. I am gonna watch it because I believe JD Vance is a moron, and I want to hear what other lies this moron has to put out there. Because for a man to come out and tell you that the story of the Haitians eating the dogs, yeah, we knew it was a lie, but I'd rather tell you a lie to so you can focus on the area that I'm talking about. You a moron. Why tell me a lie? Because now what done happen is you telling me a lie. Anything else you tell, and then you don't come out and tell me you told me a lie. So now anything else you tell me, I'ma take it. Okay, like is he lying again? You know, come out and tell the truth. Be honest. If you felt that the Haitian immigrants was a problem in Ohio, come out with facts about that. Don't do all this lying and fear mongering. Oh, they eating the dogs and the cats and shit like that just so people can pay attention to a certain area. That's bullshit because now I have to question everything else you tell me after that point, especially after you told me you lied about it. How do I know you're not lying again?
I'm reading the rules because for every debate, they have rules that these candidates have to go by. The rules is one major rule is there will be no opening statements made. Um, Normally, they give each candidate uh, um a
Opening
chance to make
statement.
an opening statement.
Yeah.
Um, they're not doing that.
I don't think they need to
Um,
give them opening statements or closing statements. We ain't in fucking court.
yeah,
What you need an opening statement, what you need a closing statement for. Answer the fucking question. Why
yeah.
we ain't in court. What you need an opening statement and a closing statement for?
Okay, the debate will last 90 minutes. Each candidate will have 2 minutes to answer the question, and the other candidate will be allowed up to 2 minutes to respond or to rebut. All right. The mediators may have the discretion to give candidates additional minute on the topic and they cannot go back to the previous topics.
Question. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
A coin toss was held on September the 26th to allow the winner to choose the order of closing statement. Vince won the toss and elected to go second. So he will have the final word. Vance will have the final word. The mics will be hot, they won't be muted. I mean, they're not muting them like they did for the presidential debate.
They need to mute them. They need to mute them because unmuted mics, that ain't gonna be no debate. That's gonna just be an argument because they're gonna try to. They not gonna. I like it when the mic's muted because you give the other person their time to answer their question and everything like that. I don't like them unmuted mic debate because they don't never. They watch it. They ain't gonna never give each other time to talk because soon as one say something, especially JD Vance, soon as what you call Wentz say something that he don't like, he gonna start talking, even though that man still answering the question.
Yeah. Well, that's the moderator job to keep him in line.
But the moderator should have a button, the mute mics, let people talk. There you go right there. We don't get nowhere arguing. We don't get shit solved arguing.
Well, they so that is the rules. Um, it is what it is. I mean, we can't change it. There won't be no live audience, so they cannot
No,
put they can't put their flunkies in there to cheer and boo and
no.
whatever.
I don't think it should be a live audience any damn way. I
Um,
like that idea because uh, everybody should be home looking at it or somewhere on the TV looking at it. And nobody want to hear your opinion. I don't want to hear your cheers and boos or nothing like that.
and then you got remember when they and then Trump camp declined the second debate against
Why
Harris.
why debate somebody you can't beat in a debate? I mean, the election is up in the air, but he know he can't beat that woman. He can't. That woman come with facts and true information. He comes with lies and stories.
Mhm.
So why I would be a dummy to debate her again because she made me look bad the first time. She hell because she actually does work. She actually pays attention. She actually studies. That because that what made Trump mad. It's like she knew the answer. She knew the question. No, she was prepared.
Yeah, it's the lady, and let's go back. The lady have never lost an election since you've been running. What makes you think you're gonna be the one? What
And
makes you think you're gonna be the one?
I mean, he could be the
And
one. I'm
then
not saying it's gonna be a
now,
close race.
now
You
let me ask
know,
you this. Let me ask you this, because you know he's due to go back to court for sentencing, and that's in October.
no,
Now
no. The judge done pushed it. The judge done pushed
he
it to
pushed it back
after the
again.
election. Yeah, he done pushed it to after the election.
So that's interesting. So say Trump wins,
Then it's null and void because
it's
you
none and
cannot
void, right?
you cannot lock
Because of
up
that
a
new law.
sitting. You can't lock. Not no. This was the law before this here. But you can't lock up a sitting president. A sitting president cannot be locked up. He have to be impeached. He have to be removed. Then he can get locked up. But you can't lock. And that's the only reason Trump running. That's the only reason he running because he want to win because he know the rule. And then
Yeah.
by the time 4 years go by, they
Statute of
gonna be done.
limitation is over.
Yeah, but no, they gonna be done came up with legislation to where now it ain't even with the statute of limitation thing because he's convicted. He is convicted of it, but they will come up with new policy to where he won't have to go to jail. And that's his sole purpose for trying to get back in power. He's going to give these corporations anything they want if he gets back in there because it's a lot of them lining up. Elon Musk, one of them, they lining up and giving him so much money to get elected. He's going to give them because he know him getting elected keeps him out of jail.
Mm, Well, let me. Okay, so let's get off of that because that whole situation is crazy. Uh, what's the latest on P Diddy? I know you've been following that.
He did it go to jail. No,
I know they say they're looking
no,
at giving
but
him
no.
life.
You know what's gonna happen? And I hate this him. I don't know the man personally. I never thought, you know, he made great music like that. He just happened to have, some iconic artists, you know, in his camp, you know. But I believe P. Diddy is gonna be another Jeffrey Epstein. They're gonna find it because I just find it odd that they didn't give him no bail. I do believe in the next before the year out, I will be shocked if they don't. Oh, he did it and hung himself in prison, just like Jeffrey Epstein. That man didn't hang himself. Y'all killed that man because that man knew how many powerful people had done been to Epstein Island messing with them young girls. Same thing with P.
He had
Diddy.
the
I
list.
mean, yeah, and P. Diddy got a list. P. Diddy got videos. All right. How many powerful people done been at these freaky deaky sex parties? So I don't think P. Diddy gonna see no white Christmas this year. You know, you know, he gonna be home in a box. He gonna get out of jail in a box because I feel what they're gonna find him. Oh, he hung himself in prison. It's amazing how a place,
Talking now, talking.
yeah, but it's amazing how a place that they done claim they took everything from you,
Uh huh.
but you can find shit to hang yourself with.
You know what? So,
Huh?
uh,
I can't. Hey, I gotta make a knife out of something I done stole out of the workshop and stuff. But I can't. They done took everything from me. But y'all gave me enough shit the way I could kill myself. Tell me, come on now, come on now.
bruh, hey,
Hey,
they
y'all got me in paper drawers around this mother.
no paper draws. You ain't real draws.
Hey, hey, Skyrock. You
Huh?
ain't been in there. You ain't been in there. You don't know what's going on in there. Dog, there's so many budget cuts and shit like that. I ain't saying it's actual paper, but it could be them little flimsy ones. You know them little drawers they give
But
you in
they
the
do.
hospital?
They no. They do have paper draws.
Now,
They do.
okay.
They
You
do
give me
have paper draws.
you
They
give me
have paper
paper
draws,
drawers.
paper clothes. Listen,
Okay,
but
paper
those are
drawers.
for the people. They reserve those for the people that's on suicide watch.
Okay. Okay. I should not be on suicide watch because I killed myself.
Well,
So,
I don't think he on
so,
suicide watch.
so somebody ain't predict this thing right if I kill myself and y'all didn't have me on suicide watch.
Cause they ask
I'm
you.
that.
They ask you. They
Look at that.
ask you.
Okay. Oh, and prisoners don't lie. Okay. I am damn near a billionaire.
But they ask the police ask you the same thing. Your doctor asks you the same set of questions your doctor asks you.
But
That's
Skyrock,
what they
think
ask you when you get like a Have you
Skyrock,
ever thought about harming yourself? Have you
Skyrock,
ever thought? Huh?
don't ask me no question. I'm okay. If I'm almost an Epstein, same thing with Epstein. This man was almost a billionaire. Give or take, they say give or take a couple dollars. Same thing with P Diddy. So now you putting me in this
He did it was a
motherfucking.
billionaire. He was a billionaire.
Oh, okay, but now you putting me in this box and strip me of all my wealth and luxuries, and you don't think I might kill my damn self?
What he got money on his books because he buying the wholesale block stuff. They put the video out how much he's spending in the canteen. So,
I don't. Skyrock.
weekly.
The
So he
canteen
might
ain't
have
the
security in there
canteen
with
ain't
him.
Macy's. The canteen ain't the boat shop. The canteen ain't. I can't go to the canteen and buy no goddamn mint coat. I can't go buy me no new Rolex from the damn canteen. Come on now. Come on now. You got me buying oodles and noodles.
Hey,
Shit.
that's the
Top
protection
ramen.
kit.
You know what I'm saying? I'm buying top ramen. And you got damn think that compares to what the fuck I used to eat? Come on now. Anybody
You
that
better,
rich,
you better buy
anybody
them
that rich,
sardines.
thank you.
And like
Anybody
this.
that rich goes in prison need to be on suicide watch. If you don't have them on suicide watch, don't have them in gin pop or nothing like that because they are targets. Okay, here you go right here. Why is it you don't isolate them from the rest of the population because they are targets? Why was it that Epstein was goddamn in gin pop? Why is it this man wasn't on suicide watch? This man done law. Y'all based on
They
script
say
this
he
man
wasn't
of
supposed to be in
everything.
gym pop.
Okay,
They
but
said
here go right here.
it was a
But
logistic mistake.
yeah, it's always a logistic mistake. Come on now, y'all stop coming up with all these goddamn excuses. Y'all killed that
Hey,
man.
I'm telling you what they say.
That what they say. Yeah, yeah,
They
yeah.
say it was due to overcrowding.
And I can tell you a fart's an air freshener. Shit.
They say due to overcrowding.
Okay, stop arresting people then. Shit. Stop setting high ass bonds. Let people back out. And here go right here. The man, both of them. Why is y'all keeping them in jail? The man face is recognizable. It ain't like, especially if he did it. Now Epstein probably could, because Epstein, he was rich, but he wasn't no celebrity. Everybody know Puffy. Put an ankle monitor on his ass and some squad cars watching his house. Shit. Y'all could have give that man a bail. You left him in there because they gonna kill him. They gonna kill him. Skyrocket, mark my word. They gonna kill him. They gonna kill him.
You think so? I think he's
They
protected.
gonna kill him. They gonna kill him. They gonna be take that because the thing about it, he will bring down not only it ain't just black celebrities. He'll bring down white celebrities too, white business owners too, because them puffy parties were legendary. From what I've been reading and hearing, them puffy parties were legendary. I mean, some
Oh
goddamn
yeah, yeah.
Sodom and
Everybody knew,
Gomorrah.
and it wasn't a secret thing. Everybody knew
Yeah.
about it.
No, they said not. No, here go right here. Hold up. Everybody knew about it, but they said Puffy would make an announcement. I done heard a couple videos, stuff like that. They say, "Oh, Puff would make an announcement. Hey, y'all, all y'all that's not down with this, the grown people the adults about to handle some business. So if you ain't down with this, go ahead on and leave now." So they say he gave a warning that some goddamn baby oil and lubrication shit was fitting to go down. So if you decided to stay, you was down with it.
You in for the swirl, like
And for the swirl,
that's up.
yeah.
And
But see,
and you go ahead.
now and I had this conversation with my wife. What make me mad with the LGBT community is the bees. I don't like the bees. I don't like the
The bot.
bees. Pick a side. Pick a side. You can't flip it and flop. Pick a goddamn side. Shit. If you like girls, like girls. If you like guys. Goddamn, stop jumping back and forth.
Cause
Shit.
that's what that
You're
what
greedy.
that
You're
what
selfish.
that
You're
what
selfish.
that what mess people up too.
You're selfish. You're selfish. That's what it is. You're selfish and you're greedy. Stop. Hey, pick a side. Pick a side to stay on. Pick a team. Pick a team to cheer for. No, you care. Free agents even have to wait till the end of the season. Y'all free agents jumping every week. Y'all jumping teams every day. Come on now. Shit, pick a side. Look here, man. We done hit that hour mark, man. I'm ready. I'm
Hold
hungry
on,
now.
man. Listen, cause we finna get cussed out by a couple people for that comment you just made, right? You know that, right?
Pick a goddamn. And I tell them to their face, pick a goddamn side. Shit.
Cause uh, hey, listen, it is what it is. These are our opinions and our feelings, and you can't take that away from us. This is how we feel, and we say both of us agree. Pick a side.
Pick a side. Pick a
Pick a
side.
side.
I ain't got
Either,
no
either,
problem
either
with
you're gonna be
all.
all the way in or all the way out.
Yeah, but no, just pick a side. Pick a side. You either gonna like it's only hey, and I'm not saying this here to upset the trans, because the trans, if you want to be a lady, be a lady. So if you like trans ladies, go sleep with the trans lady. But I think the thing about it is just them bees, they selfish. They selfish, bro. They selfish and greedy.
Well,
You
you
know
know,
what I'm saying?
there's more letters to it now.
What
You
the other
know,
letter shit? Damn
hold
near half the alphabet. LGBTQ.
on,
Shit.
hold on. It's LGBTQ. Hold on. So it's
LMNOP.
no, I and A is the
Ah,
two
they
letters.
what the alpha?
Intersex and A is asexual or agender.
It's
So it's LGBTQIA now.
hey, god damn, bro. Shit. Hey, it is okay. I still don't like the bees. Still don't.
well, the I intersex, whatever that is.
I don't know what that is. So until I figure out and do some
Hold
research,
on, let's see. Let's
I
look
ain't
it up
gonna
real
say.
quick.
I ain't gonna say, but I know what the bees is. I hate the bias because they need to pick a side.
Intersex is a term used to describe people who are born with sex characters that do not fit the typical definition of male or female. What? What?
Basically, they sound like to me. They down with the bees. They just out there fucking everything. They just fucking everything.
Intersex is a term used to describe. What they used to call them back in the day.
What? I don't know. You froze up on me. See, you done froze again.
Huh?
You had froze. See, you keep freezing, Skyrocket.
I don't know what it is. We'll get some.
We'll get some clearance and come back and get counseled next week. All right.
I know what the deal is. Hold on, show.
I know the deal is too. You holding me up from eating. I'm getting hungry because you keep freezing up. You done freeze up again.
Nah, you can hear me now?
I hear you now.
Okay. Yeah. So I think we'll talk about that I when we get Barrett on here next week. Because
Yeah.
he fact check all that stuff and he can find some stuff about the I and the A. Because
Yeah.
that is
I and
something
the A.
serious.
Yeah.
The I's and the A. I want to tell him he
Eyes
need
and
to
the A.
find what the I's and the A's stand for. But ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen, we are here. We are here. We at the hour mark. We normally try to keep this within an hour. Sometime it work, sometime it don't. But lately we've been keeping close to it. So closing remarks. Go ahead, show.
Hey, I love them. My team garbage, but I still love them. It's just a bad relationship right now. It's good. It's ebb and flow, ups and downs. We down right now, but I'ma still cheer for them. I'm still watching. Still keep my little local liquor store in business. But they my team. I love them. I ain't gonna give up on them, you know. But don't get mad when I look at other teams. I ain't gonna do that with them. But I'm a sneaker peek though. Just sneaker peek, sneaker peek.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. If you are on my Facebook earlier this week, you saw me put out a post about supporting your local stores and the small businesses and mom and pop store. Um, I'm still going to stand on what I said. People need to support the local stores, like show support the local liquor store in this area. We need to support the local business, keep the local business in business, and
Yeah.
stop letting all these big businesses come in and run them out. But here on Balk Night Pixel Line, we do not get paid by anybody to support one product or the other, or one person or the other. We are here. We're individuals, and we just like to basically come and talk about stuff. Um, Next week we should be at full tilt with all our family in the building. You can come on back. We're going to find out what the I and what the A mean in LGBTQ. What the I's and the
I
A, yeah, what
what
the
the
I,
I what the we already know what all the other letters mean, but
yeah,
we need
we want
a
to get
refresher. We need to hit the
definition of the A,
refresh button
of the I
and
and the
find out
A.
what the I and the A mean. You
Uh-huh.
know.
So we're going to find that out, and then also we're going to be doing the countdown. Show where we at on the countdown today. It's the 29th. Where we at?
Hey, today is we are 5 days out.
24 in the wake up. 24 in the wake up. That's how I
Yeah.
count it. We had 24 in the wake up, and we will be ready to roll and hit the road. For those of y'all that don't know, we are taking our show on the road. We're heading to Sin City, Las Vegas, Nevada, for my birthday weekend. And to see those Star Behind Raiders. But we will be at UNLV. We will be at UNLV homecoming. It's that Friday night. We will be going there to see if UNLV can party like the Georgia Bulldogs, the South Carolina Gamecocks, or the Florida
The
State
South
football.
Carolina or the South Carolina State Bulldogs, because nobody throw a better homecoming than South Carolina State University in Orangeburg, South Carolina.
Well, South Carolina State beat up on North Carolina A&T yesterday.
All
Did
right, way to go,
my
dogs.
heart good.
Way to go,
Did my heart good.
Bulldogs. Yeah,
Their new coach is doing big things down there
down in
in the big
Oberg.
city of Orangeburg.
Yes, sir.
But like we say, we'll see y'all next week. We'll be back on 7:30 live next Sunday. Come on in, tell a friend. Come on out. If you're in the Columbia area and you look for something to do, exciting and fun on Friday night, come visit me at Quaker Steak and Lube. Don't bring no drama, but we don't have that out there. Quaker Steak and Lube, the bowling alley on Bluff Road, Beltline Lanes, Starbucks, TA. Come on out. We do karaoke and disco every Friday night. Come on out. Go on my Facebook page. You'll see the videos of what's be going on out there. Because we have a party. But that being said, it's time to go. That's
Thank
all I got
y'all.
to say. It's time to go.
All right.
All right,
Time to
y'all.
go.
See y'all next week. We out.